What's up, fellow trainers? Today, I'm bringing you along for my insane 48-hour journey through Pokemon Sports Day 2026 at Coex. It was completely wild because I experienced it from two totally different perspectives. On day one, I was a competitor locked into a brutal marathon tournament. And on day 2, I switched to full fan mode, hitting the open run for exclusive merch and events. We're talking about the highs of competitive play, the literal exhaustion of Swiss rounds, and a massive merchandise haul at the end. And trust me, you'll want to stick around for this one. So let's start. Day 1 was all business. I walked into the venue right at 9 a.m. with one goal: make it to the Top Cut tournament. But man, I completely underestimated just how much of a physical marathon this was gonna be. The event consisted of 9 full Swiss rounds. Between the actual match times, pairings, and judge rulings, the schedule stretched out incredibly long. I walked in when the sun was coming up, and by the time I finally finished my last match, it was well past 9 p.m. 12 hours of pure, non-stop mental chess. The scheduling was so tight that there was absolutely no time to grab a proper meal between rounds. If you don't pack fuel, you literally starve. Luckily, I had the foresight to pack a secret weapon from home: steamed cabbage and hard-boiled eggs. Between rounds, I was in the corner secretly scarfing down eggs just to keep my brain functioning. It was pure survival mode, guys. Now, let's talk strategy. For this tournament, I've decided to pilot a rogue deck built around Buffalont. To be fair, this deck absolutely crashed it during my local mini-league testings, so I felt pretty confident. But a major regional event is a completely different beast. The meta deck wall is real, guys. I kept running face first into hyper optimized triple decks and Enstorok decks. There is a very good reason those decks are incredibly popular right now. Their consistency and power output are just unmatched. I learned the hard way that when the stakes are this high, you really have to respect the tier 1 meta. My final score for day 1: a humbling 2 wins and 7 losses. It's definitely not the scoreboard I dreamt of, but honestly, I am incredibly proud that I stayed for all 9 rounds and didn't drop out. Playing against the top tier players for 12 hours straight was such an amazing, fun experience. It gave me a ton of clarity on what I needed to fix. So next time, I'm going to grind even harder, refine my deck choices, and I promise you guys, we're making it to the Top Cut tournament. Because I was completely glued to my chair on day 1, I didn't get to see a single attraction or booth. So for day 2, I went full fan mode, and luck was totally on my side. I managed to score a winning ticket for the coveted 9 a.m. earliest entry slot. Entering that early meant I could finally explore the festival properly. One of the absolute biggest draws of day 2 was the Pokemon card game Pocket event match over at Stage B, featuring massive names like Chimchakman, Karami, the Polymorphia, and Unha. The hype was real. However, there was a bit of drama regarding the ticketing. To get a seat, you had to apply through a local QR code at the venue, but only opened 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. Looking at the official Instagram comments, tons of fans who booked later entry slots were furious because they couldn't even apply for a seat. The venue absolutely packed with people standing just to get a glimpse of the matches. If you wanted to escape the card game madness, the festival had plenty of eye candy. On May 25th, they hosted Pokémon Orchestra featuring conductor Jin Seoul and the Classic Symphony Orchestra. Hearing those iconic game tracks played live by a full orchestra was an absolute core memory event. Right next to that area was the Lego Pokémon display. They built massive, highly detailed models of Charizard, Venusaur, and Blastoise. After standing in lines for a couple of hours, we desperately needed a sugar rush. Luckily, Baskin-Robbins had an official booth selling exclusive Pokemon-themed treats. Between the freebies, event rewards, and things I couldn't resist buying, my wallet took a massive hit. The Magikarp drawstring bag and pouch set. I mean, look at this thing. The round, derpy face of Magikarp turns into a perfectly puffy backpack when you pull the drawstrings. I am 100% wearing this exact Magikarp bag to the next official Pokemon TCG event or tournament that I attend. And from grinding out a tough 2-7 record in a 12-hour tournament to running around scoring legendary merch, Pokemon Sports Day 2026 was an absolute blast. It was exhausting, my feet hurt, but I wouldn't trade it for anything. Did any of you attend the event yourself? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to smash that subscribe button along with the like. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.